they tried it already and it didn't work. So that's the weak saying that Iran, you know what I'm saying? They eventually they all going to come together and they're going to be against Babylon, which is America.
Yeah, Jeremiah tells you
that. Yeah, Jeremiah 50, 51, it goes all into that, man. How pretty much Russia, China, Iran, and a lot of the weak, smaller nations and the bigger nations is going to click up. How the Arabs is going to come together. I was just reading an article the other day. Over, I believe it's Iraq or Afghanistan. They over there, they about to start voting, and Iraq, and they about to start voting, and they saying that vote they could either do two things. They could bring the Sunni and the Shiites. They can either bring them together, or the Al Qaeda can go in there and mess up everything pretty much. So they can either stay separate, or it can bring them together. And if that brings them together, what is that going to do? That's going to fulfill prophecy. Because you read in the Apocrypha, it tell you that the Arab nation is going to come together, you know? And they're going to eventually fight against Babylon, against America. So all of that is right before our eyes and everybody else's eyes, but it's only for a certain amount of people to see. I don't like killing bugs, man, but like...
I missed it, we're going to come back to it.
So what y'all think about the world?
Revelation 1917,
you think it's four corners or
Revelation 1917.
It's a spear.
Don't listen to me, then listen to him, okay? You have to listen. Read Revelation 1917. You have to read the Bible, man. Don't be out here front.
Hey,
don't front. Don't front on him. Don't read that Revelation. I'm going to wipe your hat.
Entertain strangers. Hey, come on, look that up right there. Look that up. Where it said the earth was circular in Isaiah. Get in the blue letter.
He won't lead it. Because y'all gonna switch. Y'all never heard the job. Y'all got a white guy here, and these mother work for us. They people in me.
Yeah, you down. You got a demon on help. But you need a lot of help. But see, look, the thing is, the only thing that can probably help him is if you're in the middle of the street. But the only help that can probably help him is death, man.
Somebody gonna hit that nigga.
That's reality.
Is it 40 and what?
42. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 40 and 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth.
The circle of the earth. It's a sphere. It's not square. It's not cube. It's a circle. That's the Most High that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. Because he dwells out. You know what I'm saying? There's three different heavens. You have this right here, what's under the ozone layer. You have what's outside of the ozone layer, which is outer space, so to speak. And then you have the third heaven, which is the spiritual world, so to speak. Actually, where the Most High dwells, and you have angels on this side and that side. Through the pearly gates, so to speak, I would say. That would be the third heaven. But it said, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, so the earth is round. The earth is round. They always do that. They use that as an excuse to see if the earth was round or not, because they wanted to come over here and mess with. Remember I said it was split? Now when it was split, half of this tribe went with these people, the Latins and the Native Americans. And they came over here to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And then Negroes, West Indians, and then half of the Haitians, because these was the judges, the priests. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much needed to be with both sides, so to speak. So when they split, they came over here. The so-called white men knew that they was over here. That's why they came over here. As soon as they came over here, what did they do? They deceived them. They started enslaving them and killing them and slaughtering them. I got a book at home, like, they was cutting pregnant women's stomachs open and let the baby drop and just stomp the baby head. Like, they was doing that. But our people think the so-called white man is God. They think that he's good. He's down for us.
Or they can even know all that stuff and say, oh, that was them. Let it go. The Lord said he required things to pass. So we're supposed to remember them things. That's why we,
Exactly. See, that's why we hate it. That's why we despise, because our people get mad when we talk about their daddy like that. Because they make the so-called white man is basically their daddy. You was in school, somebody talk about your mom or your daddy, you like, you know, you ready to fight or whatever. That's how I do with so-called white people. He's ready to fight for him. He don't give two shits about it. He's trying to take their Second Amendment away while he's ordering bullets. He's setting up concentration guillotines and ordering casket liners. There's 3 to 4 bodies in it. Like, why is he doing all of this? And not telling you about it, you know? And then the NDAA, he can hold you without trial. He can send you, he can put you in the concentration. It's just all, it's right there, but they can't see. Like it tells you in Mark chapter 4, man, let these may be converted. You know? They got a spirit of deep sleep on them. Where they just basically, they walk in zombies, basically.
This is Second Esdras, the 13 and 39.
And this is about when they had came over here.
And whereas thou saw that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanessar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves.
Yeah, they was okay with coming over here. Because why?
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Nobody ever dwelt here. You read about Solomon's kingdom. He sent Africans over here to get different treasures and different animals and different minerals or whatever. He sent them and had them bring it back. But nobody actually sat here and lived here. And you know, that's why if you ever heard of the Olmec heads, you know, there was pretty much the Africans setting up stuff. But they came over here to actually dwell. And it was all through prophecy. Because eventually the Negroes and the West Indians came over here and all over South Central America. You know what I'm saying? So we all pretty much over here, but we also spread throughout the 4 corners of the earth. So it was all according to prophecy for us to come over here, get our ass whooped, and tell the Lord, you know what I'm saying, come and save us, man. That's what slavery was about. The Latins went through it, the Native Americans went through it, and the Negroes went through it, man. As well as, you know, the West Indians are, but they just mainly seemed like it was black against white. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, you know what I'm saying, Latinos have Spanish names.
Exactly.
Because when the tribes first came over here, they weren't speaking Spanish.
Exactly.
Speaking Hebrew.
Exactly. And Christopher Columbus brought what? Hebrew interpreters. Why would you bring Hebrew interpreters? You know what I'm saying? Right. If you think these is people that migrated from India.
Yeah, they're supposed to be, because he thought that he was going to India. Yep. If you go into the country in India with the dot heads, you know what I'm saying, why would you bring a Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? To speak East Indian. It doesn't make sense. You knew who's over here. You knew what purpose you're coming over here for. You know, you're saying how to, because if you got a nice chain on, but I don't speak your language, but he speak your language, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, tell me you got a nice chain. You saying, hey man, you got a nice chain. So like, yeah, okay, these is cool dudes. So now we buddy. But then, being a so-called white man, you don't stab me. That's what they did.
The wicked are estranged from the womb and speak a lie.
Yeah, but now, at the end of the day, it's coming back to our heritage. You know? Realizing that only a few is going to come back to our heritage. And we should hoping that we be elect, you know? Because the prophecy is right around the corner. It's like it can happen in so many ways. You know, because if gas prices go crazy, like I was saying last week, if gas prices go crazy, the truckers that drive the trucks, they don't really be able to afford to bring food into the stores.
They got to put their own gas in their own truck.
Exactly. Because statistically, there's only three days worth of food in the stores. So let's say gas go up $15 and the truckers go on strike. What do you think people gonna do? They gonna rush to the stores and stock up. And the stores is pretty much gonna be empty. So what are you gonna do after that? If you go to the store like 6 shelves empty, you know. You're gonna have to learn somebody. Great hat. You're gonna have to, like you said, a couple, you know.
Something.
They show you that movie, you ever seen the movie Contagion? About the little virus from the pig that came all the way from over in China or some shit like that. They show you there, because they basically quarantined that city and everything. And people started running in people's houses. Because and they had a part where they were sitting in line waiting to get their food, like a bag of food, some shit like that. And the people in line just start going crazy over the food and all of that.
Because the government gave out all their rations. And they were like, what? What you mean you're finished?
So if they finish, go ahead, I'll let you
So, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh, no, I'm about to go get me some. So they went into the government truck trying to take over this. You know what I'm saying? A woman, she got her little ration. Grown men beating up women to take their ration.
You gotta eat, man. You gotta eat. That's what's wrong with them. But the women think she powerful, though. That's why in these last times, she's gonna have to have a man to protect her.
I'm saying, don't they got a verse in there for that?
Yep. Yeah, get this right quick.
He
You got the house. Yeah. It is there.
From the wall to the wall,
Straight to the point.
Second Ezra is 15, and
Now this is in the Apocrypha. You ever heard about the Apocrypha?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my brothers down there where I stay at, he's got one.
Where you
He's got
stay
a
at?
bunch of books. The Quad Cities?
Quad City?
Yeah,
That's in Iowa.
across the bridge from Iowa.
Okay.
Yonkers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
live in East Moline.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause like, he got the, the separate one and everything.
Well, so yeah, he's got a whole book of it. He's got a
Yeah,
bunch
that's
of
the
books.
1611.
He's got a King James one with precepts. He's got a bunch. He knows some knowledge. He's really bright.
Read, watch, and pray. That's all I can say. I don't know him, personally, so Lord willing, he can start a camp down there. Y'all can kick it off down there. Lord willing, it's in truth and sincerity.
this is Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's important. Martial law. Because what they're going to do, they shut North Omaha down from South Omaha, from West Omaha, from East Omaha type deal. We all know, well, I don't know how, familiar you is, but
He's from the Quad Cities. That's 4 little towns or 4
Yeah, he
cities.
got like
Oh, okay.
4 or 5 little towns.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to go from East Moline across the bridge into Iowa.
Right,
You
you
know
gotta
what I
go
mean?
to a checkpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Checkpoint.
And if you ain't got the clearance, you ain't getting out.
Hey, and with that clearance just could be that chick, man. That's why you're not supposed to get that, because it's gonna come. Before you leave, we're gonna get that. We're gonna read up on that, because that's that hour temptation. Well, the main part of it. That's part of the hour temptation, because you're gonna have to completely have faith when it comes to it. When that start coming out, you're gonna have to have faith in the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, for because of their pride, the city,
Start again.
verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yep. Exactly.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Hey, I don't care how many years I've been staying next to Tom next door. I mean, if my family needs to eat, I gotta go in his house. That's how they gonna be thinking, man. That's exactly how they gonna be thinking. It ain't gonna, you see the movies, they go out, they got their robe and their slippers, they pick the newspaper, cup of coffee. Hey, John, it ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be boom.
Hey, I
Give
need
me
that.
everything. I need that. Well, what about the cups of coffee we share? Nah, I don't care nothing about that.
I need the folks that fit your cup.
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
No pity, no remorse, no grace, no mercy. Go ahead.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Now, a sword is what? It's a weapon. So nowadays, the main sword is a gun. It could be anything, but the main sword is a gun nowadays. A lot of people are gun. Shit, somebody can come in your house with a damn crossbow. And
Take your
I
life.
wish
you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying? They can come in with an actual sword. You never know.
And what you gonna do?
What you gonna do, It's all about having faith in the Heavenly Father, because He's the only one that can deliver you from anything that's about to come. Go ahead.
It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword
Yep.